Hey friends, welcome back to day number 16 of the Costco Brewers Advent Calendar for the year 2020. Again, this is day 16. Yesterday, obviously, it was day 15. That means that we only have 9 more days. 9 more days left until Christmas. And that means after today, we'll only have 8. Because again, that's how math works. So anyways, we are on day 16, as I've mentioned, if you're following along at home on this Brewers Advent Calendar. Number 16 is the bottom row, second from the left. And we've only got one out of the bottom row so far, so this will be the second one out of the bottom row. Tomorrow, the 17th, is also out of the bottom row. Pretty crazy that they do it like that. And this box has become very light, and I can tell you we have not had too many dark beers. I'm hoping that this is a dark beer. This is, woof, looks kind of, this has a bear on it. It says Barenweiss, or Barenweiss, Stark trademark. Let's see if it has it. No English. Okay. Stark trademark, Gebro nach dem Deutschen, Reinheitsgebot von 1516, imported from Germany, and it has a bear on it. It has a bear and some barley there, so that's kind of cool. Hopefully this is, it's a Weiss, so I'm thinking that it's going to be an ale, and this is 5.6%. Holy crow, 5.6%. Brewed and owned by Private Brewery H. Eggerer. We've heard that name before. It's from Groß-Nollenbach, Germany. And it's imported in the U.S. by some people out of Washington. Anyways, yeah, so across the top it says Deutsch beer, German beer, Deutsches beer, German beer. And yeah, so the expiration on this is, you guessed it, May 2022. So let's go ahead and crack it, put a nose on it. I'd like to take time right now to thank my executive producers, Ryan Berry, Rob Santana, and Eric Latowski, for helping bring this video to you and make this whole thing possible. Let's put a nose on the can. Oh, it's got a kind of got a sweet aroma. Very nice. It's kind of got a bit of a clovey kind of aroma. Let's go ahead and pour it. Lighter than I would hope, but it's a Weiss. It's going to be light like that. So very light coming out of the can. Very golden collecting in the glass. Not as much head, not as much of a kind of excitement as I would expect or I was hoping for. But yeah, let's hold it up to the camera there so you can see it. There's a nice fair bit of carbonation coming up. I think at the max I maybe had 1 finger ahead. Now it's about a half a finger. It's dissipating somewhat quickly. I don't know. You can kind of see some features of me. I'm trying to get behind the glass, and you can see me. You can kind of see some features. You can see when I move my hand in front of it. If I put my face right there, you can maybe see that. I don't know. Whatever. Let's put a nose on the glass here and see if we're getting any kind of different aroma than we were getting from the can itself. No, about the same. Getting a bit of a, it's getting a, oh, wow, what is that? It's like there's a bit of a clovey kind of aroma, but there's something else in there. I mean, there's the kind of banana aroma in there as well. But the two mixing together is a nice kind of sweet banana bread kind of smell almost. So I'm ready to try this out. Cheers. That's a really nice, crisp, light, super light, like almost non-existent mouthfeel. It's very light, very crisp, very clean. There's a nice, really light banana flavor up front. Then you get a little bit of that mixes down into this kind of clovey flavor. It's not anything that's really overly flavorful just at any one direction. Like I said, you get a little bit of that banana up front, you get a little bit of that clove down behind, pulling it up. But it's a pretty enjoyable beer, regardless of that. My first thought was like when I first tasted it, I have like this errant hair that I keep seeing out of my vision. I almost kind of thought like, is that like a raisiny kind of taste that I'm getting? But that was just like a fleeting kind of thing. I haven't gotten it on any of these subsequent kind of tastes here. On multiple tastes, the flavor is kind of drifting away. There's not unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that's really holding on. Like, you know, I talk about it quite often in these videos. The first drink's the really big, shocking one, the big one where you get kind of the big flavors come into effect. That's where everything kind of shocks your taste buds and you're like, whoa, I'm getting all these flavors. The subsequent ones are where the, you know, the beer really makes its money. If it still can continue to have these really great flavors, then I think that's usually a pretty good quality of a good beer. This beer, unfortunately, kind of feels like I'm drinking beer. Like there's not a whole lot more going on. Now all I'm really getting is kind of that weedy barley kind of flavor, and it's not even that strong of a flavor. So it's a little disappointing from getting that really nice smell, really awesome smell, to be perfectly honest, out of the can, then out of the glass. The first taste is really good, had a lot of that banana quality, a lot of that kind of clovey quality. But then after subsequent drinks, you know, the more my taste buds get used to it, it's just kind of, I mean, it's fine. It does the job, but it's not, there's nothing that really stands out about it. Let's see if I take a smaller, slower drink. A little bit more of that banana kind of quality comes through, but then it just kind of fades out and it doesn't really, it's not very exciting. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a beer. It's a 5.6% ABV beer. Again, this has been Bar and Weiss, Baron Stark trademark, Gerbero nach dem Deutschen Reinheitsgebot von 1516. Please let me know that I am not pronouncing that correctly. And yeah, like I said, it was kind of, there's a little dent here on the can that looked like it could have been pretty bad, but it was fine. So anyways, come back tomorrow. This was day 16. Come back tomorrow for day number 17. We'll see what the future holds for us. Maybe we'll still get that West Coast style IPA, that East, you know, that New England style IPA that we've been looking for. But regardless, I'll be here tomorrow. Let me know, you know, come on, check and see what we got. So anyways, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries wherever they are, anywhere in the world. And most importantly, don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.